So this is Shades to You Orlando. Interesting that we have another Orlando one here. But the domain for this is shades2u.windowblindsorlando.com. So I'm curious why it's built this way with a subdomain. Nobody's going to remember this, right? If this is on the back of your car, or you just tell somebody, hey, go to this website, they're not going to remember it. It's way too long. I'm not sure why they didn't just get shades2u.com or shades to you Orlando, or something like that. But I don't know why that is. Anyway, the subdomain is a little bit strange. Let's see what else. Phone number, top right. Yes, there is a phone number. It kind of sort of sticks out, although it melts in with this other green here, but I mean, it's not terrible. At least it's there. It is not click to call. Now, the reason that I keep saying stuff about click to call is because when we look at a website on mobile, a lot of times people just want to click the phone number, right? They just pull up the website. Now, in this case, it's click to call when it's really small like this, which is interesting. But on a mobile device, it does look different, and it should look different. In this case, it looks great. There's a contact us, there's a menu, the phone number stays up there. That's fantastic. From a mobile standpoint, this looks fantastic. It's great. We looked at one site earlier that I think, just give me a second here. I think it was this one, Core. When you shrink it down, yeah, look at this. So this is not functional, right? The menu, nothing is working as it should. So that tells me that this site is not mobile friendly, and Google is going to penalize this site for not being mobile friendly, to the point where they won't show it to anybody doing a search on a mobile phone. It won't show up in the Google search results. So very important that your site is responsive / mobile friendly. And an easy way to find that out is just to go to Google and type in mobile friendly test. And there is a link right here where you can put in your domain name, run the test. And this is a free tool from Google, and it'll come back and say, yes, your page is mobile friendly. No, it's not. Or yes, it is, but it needs some help. Pretty cool little tool there. So Shades to You, good looking site, looks nice. Phone number stays up here. This top area is sticky, and it only has 4 options: name, phone, email, and how can we help you, which is the main products that they have. They may want to add another one here that asks, like ask us a question or something. That would be great. This is a site where they don't have the chat widget down here. Highly recommend every site have a chat widget for people that just want to ask those quick questions, like I did for that other one. Let's see, what other comments do I have here? Sticky header. When I plug this into Ahrefs, this is what it comes up with. And the one thing that really sticks out to me here is these referring domains like really drop off, and then they get a whole bunch of links, and then they lose a whole bunch of links, and then they get a bunch of links, and now they've lost a whole bunch of links. Typically, when we see big spikes like this, it's because they did something to get their site listed somewhere temporarily, obviously. In a lot of cases, this is press releases, where press releases expire after a certain amount of time. So they did a press release, and all of a sudden it was listed on a couple hundred different websites, right? So it shows all these links. Then the press release expired on a lot of those sites, and they lost all those links. So decent strategy to do press releases. It's not a bad thing, but if it's the only thing, you see this kind of stuff happening versus a nice trending increase of links from other websites as time goes on. That's a big difference there, and something I noticed about this site. Now, overall, they have currently 272 backlinks. You can see that as of March of this year, they had 262. And really, it's down to 100 and something now at this point, 15, that's today. So 103 referring domains or referring sites pointing to them. ranking for 290 different keywords, which is nice. Let's continue to get that bigger and bigger, get that into the thousands as time goes on. And then traffic value is a number that basically, if you were to pay for the traffic they're getting now, that's what it would cost to get each visitor to your website. So there are some things you can do to drive that number down to get more traffic. So typed in Shades to You Orlando just to get an idea of where they were from the Google business profile standpoint. And the one thing that sticks out to me here is a very nice number of reviews, 32 reviews, but a 4.1 average. So definitely need to work on getting more 5-star reviews. One thing that we have seen with clients is for clients that are asking for reviews, a lot of times they're just saying, hey, we're a small business. Would you please leave us a review? And if they ask this, a week or 2 weeks or even a month after the install is complete, a lot of clients are gonna, they're gonna see some small little thing wrong with their drapes or something, and they're gonna give you a 4-star review. So not the end of the world, right? Still great. But if you're up against 3 other companies and 2 of them have 5 stars and you're at 4.1, from a social proof standpoint, people are not going to pick your business. So you have to kind of battle that, get 5 stars. One thing that we've done for some of our clients is that message that goes out says something along the lines of, if we did a 5-star job for you, would you mind leaving us a review? If you do not believe we did a 5-star job for you, please let us know. Click here to contact us, something like that, right? So when we did that, we immediately saw a change from getting some 4s and some 5s to only getting 5s. So just changing how you ask for that review could really help. Now, the best time to get a review is while you're standing in the living room or you're standing on the back porch looking at the awning, and the customer is just thrilled beyond belief about it. That's the best time to ask for a review. So you need to be prepared to be able to ask for that review at that time. For our customers, we give them business cards, and the business cards simply have a QR code on it that goes straight to their business review link. So while the installer is standing there in the living room, they're telling they're telling them how great their draperies are. Hey, would you mind shooting this QR code and leaving us a review? Oh yeah, I love it. I'd be happy to do that. And they do that right there. That is the best time to get the review. If you wait a day, you wait a week, the chances of you getting a review at all drastically diminish. So definitely important to get those reviews sooner than later, and then make sure they're 5 stars. Would also help. Let's see. Also, the Facebook has the same thing, rating of 3 stars with 4 different votes. So it's not like one person got mad, and gave them a 1 star. There's 4 different people that have voted, and they still only have an average of 3 stars. So something is wrong, and those things should probably be addressed sooner than later so that you can get those numbers up. Let's see, the Facebook content. I did click on the Facebook content on this one. Where did I do that? Oh, maybe I just did it on the search here. I think since Facebook came up number 2, I clicked on it. Anyway, the content on their particular Facebook page is old. This post is from May 30, and it's off target. It's about, I guess, a son playing trumpet or something. It's not on target. It's old. And then I think prior to that, the content January of 2021. So if you're going to have a Facebook page, I would definitely work on posting to it, once every 2 weeks, once a month, something like that, so it doesn't look abandoned. Because I'll tell you, a lot of people that stumble across this are going to think that this business is maybe not in business anymore. It also goes to an HTTP instead of HTTPS link, so it does not go to a secure link. So update your profile. if you haven't done that in a while. And then the other thing I noticed on here is related pages. So related pages, according to Facebook's algorithm, is Vital Med Urgent Care, Budget Blinds, that's a good one, and Weston Park Apartments. So only one of the three are really on target. This tells me that the posts that are on here are off target, right? So Facebook is looking at past posts and trying to determine who are their competitors or who are related to those. Maybe a manufacturer should show up here, Hunter Douglas, Budget Blinds and Graber, something like that. That would be better. When it's this obviously off target, it tells me that they're not posting targeted content so often. So all right. I think that's all the comments I had for Shades to You. Let's go back to questions. My address is located in a restricted HOA neighborhood and customers cannot come to us. How can we get around that to be best ranked? I don't think listing a home address is a terrible thing. I work out of my home and have for 20 something years. And in that time, I've had one person show up. I don't think it's as big of a deal as it used to be, especially after the pandemic. People get it. People are working from home. That's just the thing. So I don't think people are going to come to your home as often as you might think they would. Secondly, there are ways on websites to put, on your contact page, just put something around by appointment only, or we come to you, appointments at your location or at your convenience, things like that. So that's definitely possible. And I think there's even a setting in Google Business Profile where you can set it where you go to their location or something like that as well. So don't think it's a huge deal. The pros of listing a address far outweigh the cons of not doing so. So I would definitely list a address if I could. Now, another way to do that is obviously to get a location in the city, which isn't always easy, right? Not a lot of people have the money to get a retail type location. You cannot use PO boxes. You cannot use UPS stores. You could rent a closet from a friend that has a factory downtown and call it Suite B or something. That's still kind of within range of acceptable. Although, if you watch my training on optimizing your Google Business Profile, you'll get a little bit more detail about this. But Google is starting to crack down on even some of those things where they're asking you to do a video tour of your place, or they're asking to show them signage or the front door with your hours, those kinds of things. So they're starting to crack down on that. But if you're working from home, obviously you can just say, hey, we work from home. Here's our dedicated office area, something like that. Anyway, check out that training at wtmarketingpros.com/training. I just did that one last month, so it's at the top of the list there. So,